that I'm gonna do a little bit of a live stream just addressing like some comments. So first off, I'm not gonna stop having a channel just because some people are fake. Okay. Remember how I've always talked on my channel about how I can't stand fakery, people who are fake? Like, first, I probably should have waited like to do like figure out what I wanted to do with my hair. Maybe I cut it prematurely, but I'll tell you something. I've gotten my scalp under control. I'm very strong cookie and very intelligent when it comes to my health. I believe in taking a holistic approach. I kind of think people, I err more on the side of doing your research for yourself. And that's why I didn't really want to talk about exactly why I had cut my hair. I probably could have just washed my hair a little bit more. It sounded like I probably had maybe dermatitis, maybe cradle cap. But you know what? If you look on the internet and you read and you actually do the research, all they're going to do most of the time when you go to the dermatologist is prescribe like Selsun Blue or like a more medicated shampoo. And to be honest with you, like I just think maybe people go to the doctor too much. If something really bad happened, like just a little bit of hair came out, okay? And I think I panicked. And here's the truth, honestly, most of the men that were saying things like, "Oh, I had to unsubscribe because you don't have long hair." You don't have long hair either, mister. And you know what? I'm going to still have a channel. I'm not I deleted your comment because I thought about this. My channel is not a trash channel. Like if you want to be a baby and you want to say something very childish, like very, very absurd. Like, look how thick my hair is. I thought a lot of hair was coming out, but I thought about it. Okay. I should have just been washing my hair more. Simply, I should have just been washing my hair more. I was going like up to 3 weeks. That's not enough. I was doing a lot of conditioner washes. I should have been clarifying my hair. I almost think at this point, I probably should have clarified my hair. And to be honest with you, yes, I probably was a little rash when I cut my hair because my sister and I don't know, a lot of people in my family said, "Well, wouldn't you have more time if you didn't condition your hair? And isn't that like a waste of your time?" And look, I think it looks cute short, but you know what's not cute? Do you know what's not cute? Is like when you didn't like me for as a person, you didn't, and that this this tells me a lot about the general people that follow this channel. You didn't like me as a person. You never liked anything I had to say, any interest, anything I had to share. So anytime somebody wants to be so childish, so immature, and a lot of men did this to women, they harass women to the bits. Look, women can be rude to other women saying that they should cut their hair. I don't like that. But the men who harass women and tell them, "Oh, I have to unsubscribe if they cut their hair," you guys have been the problem of the long hair community for the longest time. You're infantile, you're immature, and you are selfish. You know why? Because you should be happy if a woman is happy, but you were not happy for somebody who is happy. Like you want to come and say, "Oh my God, I'm going to unsubscribe." Well, I thought about leaving that comment up, but why? Go. It's kind of childish. Like if you don't like somebody or you don't like something, you don't need to say it on their channel. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. I think it's good to be gone. It's good to be rid of you. Actually, I was going to change the name of my channel anyway because I liked wearing my hair in a braid. I still can wear my hair in a braid. So you know what? I'm going to be very selective about the comments that I publish on my channel. It's not a trash session. I still have beautiful hair. You don't get to decide what the comments are on my channel. If you can't behave yourself, go watch somebody else. I don't care. Like, okay, that's great. But you know what? I actually had real hair. Some of the people that you could be salivating over, they could be wearing hair extensions. You don't even know that. We were talking about this the other day. There's a lot of people that use filters, face tuning, body procedures, hair extensions. Not even everybody with long hair actually has real hair. I actually had real hair. And yeah, I think I've cleared up my scalp. And like I'm pretty smart at knowing how to do things. If big clumps of my hair were like falling out, like a little bit came out and I think I panicked, and I think that's all it was. But as you can see, my hair's really thick, so I think I just kind of panicked. and I should have been clarifying my hair more. And then to be honest with you, I kind of feel like this opens a good discussion. Do you think maybe sometimes people run to the doctor too much? I kind of feel that way. I feel like sometimes people go to the doctor too much. You have a lot of information at your disposal. So I went on this thing called Google and I looked and it said, what can you do? Like if you have like dermatitis, you can use certain shampoos. And you know what? The shampoos they recommended, I tried those and they weren't really working. You know what I tried that seemed to have cleared it up recently is Dawn dish soap. And yeah, it worked. And I conditioned my hair and I'm going to be using Pantene. And yeah, I think I've found the solution for myself. And that's why I didn't really want to say why I cut my hair, because I knew, like, if you ever say anything about why you do something, there are so many dodos that think they know the answer. And they think if you run to the doctor, that's going to solve all your problems. Whatever happened to being more holistic? I believe, like, look, because I like to go to places and buy health food. And I do go to the doctor occasionally. But also as a kid, I remember like back when I fractured my arm and having to go to the hospital all the time. And like, I don't think hospitals are a place where you want to be hanging out right now, like with everybody having COVID all the time. Like if something really bad did happen, yes, I would go to the doctor. But I think people don't kind of like do research and figure things out. And sometimes you could go to the doctor and get a really bad opinion. And then you need to get a second opinion. And maybe if you had done some of your own research, you could have figured it out like the right answer. So, it's not that, I mean, I kind of had regret about cutting my hair, but I'll tell you the one thing that was really good that came out of this was I was able to figure out who was real and who was fake. Because all the fake people are fakety fake. And I knew this, I suspected it all along because they would always come, they would be in my inbox or they would be on my channel and they would be telling me, oh, I love your hair. It's so beautiful. But the reason my hair always was of good quality was because I kept it braided. And there would be one guy, he would say that he really liked me and he thought I was a great person. And I haven't heard from him since I did a video where I cut my hair. So then I found out, no, he didn't really like me. He just liked my hair. And I love my hair too. But I'll tell you something. I suspected that. I suspect this with a lot of people. Like if you don't really like me, that's fine. But I never pretended to be like one of these channels. Like there are some channels on YouTube or I don't know, on TikTok where it's just hair and all you see is hair and they don't tell you anything about themselves. They could be wearing extensions. You're okay with that? You don't care? You just want the fantasy of the long hair. You are the guy that wants to see a woman frolicking around with her long hair, even though that's not reality. You never cared about what it took to take care of long hair. You were never there when I detangled my hair or all the things I did. And I know that I know how to protect and have healthy hair. Like, oh, what? I had a little bit of a scalp issue. I don't even like to address it because like people think they know everything. Like people act like, oh, like they know what could be best for you, but you don't know what's best for me. I know what's best for me. Like I know you haven't lived my life experience. Have you? Have I lived your life experience? It's just somebody asked me like why, so I kind of told them, and then the minute like I kind of went into it, I got like some feedback about like what I must do and how it won't get better if I don't do that. But that's not necessarily true because you need to know. Thank you. That's so sweet. But I have to tell you something. I'm so sick of the people that didn't respect women just because they might have cut their hair. You don't get to be the D word. You just don't. So even if you pretend to be nice, and it's funny because like this one guy that left that comment, he used to chastise other men, saying other men left rude comments on my channel. But his has got to be one of the rudest comments ever left. Like, and you don't have to swear to leave a rude comment. Did you know that? I mean, I was like, I kind of knew that though. It was interesting because he always used to criticize other people for not being respectful enough. And then he comes and leaves some weird comment on my channel. I'm like, okay. But I knew that would happen. Like, not that I was ever planning to cut my hair, but of course you're going to get the rude ones. So if you're not a real one, bye. That's why I didn't really want to address why I cut my hair. I'm not going to talk about it again. whatever. I changed the name of my channel to My Hair Journey because now it's about my hair journey. And if you don't like me, you need to find a door. You need to get out. You need to go. We don't want you here. I don't want you here. Anyway, I kind of was tired of it. I was so sick of it. I was so sick of how, like, there were some people I knew that never listened to anything I was saying. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. So, yeah. And I think a lot of people allow comments like that to bully them, but I'm not going to allow it on my channel. If you want to go be like a D word, if you want to be a D word, you can find another location to do that, another channel to do that on, another like venue to do that on. This is not the venue for you. Okay. And at the end of the day, like my hair's still really healthy. It's still really beautiful. It's like super thick. So yeah, there's no problem. If there's a problem, the problem is with you, not me. So I think that's the most I'm going to address what I did with my hair. Like I wasn't even going to get on here and make a video. And then like, I don't know, some people are like, well, you shouldn't even have a hair channel anymore. Why? Because there's some trolls that don't know how to be, that just subscribe to fantasy and they don't care about the real people. I mean, you don't have to care about me personally, but what are you doing with your life? Is that what your life is made of? Just fantasy stuff? Like you just like the fantasy of a person, you don't like the reality of a person. That's sad for you. That is so sad for you. I feel sorry for you. Your little tiny existence has nothing to do with me. But you want to be a child? Go be a child. Are you going to ever grow up? Probably not. It's so sad for you, but that's why I don't put up with it. I just don't. Like if you have to go, then go. Like, if I have to stop doing something, I can tell someone privately. I don't need to like make some public, oh my God, I have to go because your hair is not long anymore. Okay. Get. And yeah, for the scalp thing, I didn't really want to address why I cut my hair again. I guess I could have just pretended and been like, oh, I love the shiny haircut. For all you know, I could have just been a liar. Do you want me to be a liar? Do you like people who lie to your face? There's a lot of that on social media. Or do you want someone who's honest? So that's the last I'm going to talk about the scalp thing. I've pretty much cleared it up. Even if I hadn't, I guess I could have just not talked about it. Somebody asked. So I addressed it because they're actually a kind and considerate person. So I talked to a few people about it, and then some guys like, I have to go because your hair isn't long enough for me anymore. I'm just like, okay. So I probably overreacted. I probably should have waited to cut my hair. But a lot of people have probably done that. And yeah, I kind of felt like, well, maybe when somebody said I should cut my hair, they didn't really understand like that I really love having long hair. And I kind of overreacted too. But have you never overreacted about anything? Have you never worried about anything and been at the moment like, oh, maybe I should do that? Oh, well, if you don't have remorse about anything, then I'm so sorry for you. You are so perfect. And honestly, yeah, I still think I'm a hair expert. In fact, I know I'm still a hair expert. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm an expert of hair at all lengths. Like I cleared up my scalp condition in a few days. I just needed to wash my hair more. That was it. So it's okay to admit something changes and that maybe not washing your hair is not the best thing. That's kind of just the conclusion I came to. And I'm not going to address it anymore because I feel like I've addressed it enough. And there's always going to be somebody who comes on by and they're like, oh, well, why did you do that? I think I'm just not even going to leave. I'm not even going to approve comments from people that want to do that because I don't know. I don't feel like it. Like if you can't figure out like why you're subscribed to my channel, like if you don't like me, that's fine. Then go get your fake F thing. You want to be a fake effer? I don't care. There's plenty of people you can be fake with in the world. Not me, not here. Go be fake. Have fun. But that's my thoughts on that. And that's all I'm going to say about it. And the fake people will find fakery and the real people will be real ones. And that's all. And yeah, maybe I sound like a little annoyed. Maybe a little. It's just, yeah, it kind of is what I was going to change the name of my channel anyway, because I was getting tired of like the fake stuff where like these fake guys would be like, oh, I love your hair. but they wanted me to wear my hair down. And then there was one guy even saying that he wanted me to rub my hair against him or something weird like that. And that was the thing that annoyed me. Like, supposedly he liked me. Supposedly for 2 years he liked me. Crickets the minute he saw that my hair was shorter. Crickets. I'm telling you. I didn't even like I never even wanted somebody to say that to me. But I gave them the benefit of the doubt because they would say, "Oh yeah, you're such an interesting person. You're such a nice person. You're so all these great things." But then the minute I cut my hair, you don't want to talk to me anymore, do you? See, would you even want to know somebody like that in real life? And that's just another example. That's kind of what I was talking about with the annoyance. Like, that's not exactly why I cut my hair. It's just because it was kind of like I should have thought more about it. Okay. And I think just doing your own research is the best thing. Like, I probably won't use the long hair community to do research, honestly. I just do research like on websites where they talk about health, and they said basically if you go to the dermatologist, they're going to prescribe different shampoos for you that are similar to like Selsun Blue and Head and Shoulders. And I tried a couple of those shampoos and they weren't working. And you know what? I kind of have wavy hair, okay? Like Syrian Lebanese wavy hair. And then I started looking into other, actually, it's sort of a long hair type thing. Like in the natural hair community, like a lot of women use Dawn detergent and they use it on animals and oil spills. And yeah, oh my gosh, it has sulfate. I don't think sulfates are as bad as people think. Like they keep telling us sulfates are really bad. But actually, sometimes you need to clarify your hair. And what I finally realized was probably never clarifying in a long time and using too many like heavy shampoos and not washing my hair enough. And just, I think that was the problem. And honestly, this all started with the henna conditioner mix. I shouldn't have done that. But you know what? Everybody else is honest in their hair journey. So am I. And a lot of women cut their hair all the time. So yeah, I don't have time for this. I guess that's the last of my explanation about it. If you don't get it, I'm so sorry for you. I don't know what to tell you. You didn't like my channel, I guess. I like my channel, and you know what? My hair still looks great. My hair is healthy. I feel like my scalp is back into recovery mode. I just realized I probably needed to clarify my hair. I probably was a little premature in cutting my hair, but here's the thing with wavy hair, it takes 1 to 3 hours to detangle my hair every time after I wash it. I know some people can detangle their hair super fast, but I don't know. My sister was just saying, oh my gosh, like maybe that would save you time. And maybe if you need to wash your hair, you should cut it. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have slowed down and thought about it, but it happened. And I'm glad I'm honest. We need more honest people in the world, you know? So I stand by what I did. And yeah, I feel like it's good. Clarifying shampoo. If you don't want to use Dawn clarifying shampoo, I think like just some of these other shampoos that they're recommending, like Selsun and Head and Shoulders, that didn't really work for me, and they smell bad, and I didn't like them. But it seemed like the Dawn kind of like that was the game changer, along with just a classic clean Pantene shampoo. And I feel like my scalp is like all the way better now. You just need to do clarifying shampoo, maybe the Dawn dish soap, and actually go on YouTube. You'll see it. I thought about doing a video about it, but I probably won't because you know what? No point. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Thanks for watching. And have a good night. And if you can't control yourself, I'm sorry. I'm just not going to be approving your comment because that's not the kind of channel I want. And if you don't like my content, you never did. So I guess you didn't like me. You know, I don't have time for that. Go figure out what you like out of life. Obviously, you live in fantasy land if you felt like you could come to my channel and say something dumb like that. I don't live in fantasy land and I want to do that to you. But if you want to do it to me, you're going to get deleted up. Bye.